Hello and welcome to TNV Academy. In today's session, we are going to talk about clarifying data ownership and custody with suppliers in the context of ISO 27036. In this discussion, we'll explore the importance of defining who owns and controls data when working with suppliers and how ISO 27036 provides a framework to ensure security and clarity around these responsibilities. As organizations increasingly rely on third-party suppliers to handle sensitive information, it becomes critical to establish clear boundaries around data ownership and custody. This prevents misunderstandings, ensures compliance with regulations, and protects your organization from risks associated with improper data handling. ISO 27036 offers guidance on managing these relationships while keeping data security at the forefront. Let's break it down step by step. Defining data ownership. First and foremost, data ownership refers to the organization that has the ultimate authority and responsibility over the data. In supplier relationships, it is crucial to establish that your organization retains ownership of all sensitive information shared with the supplier. This means that the supplier cannot claim rights to the data or use it beyond the agreed purpose. ISO 27036 recommends that data ownership be clearly defined in the supplier contract. This ensures that both parties understand who holds the rights to the data, and it avoids potential disputes over data usage, especially in cases if intellectual property, personal data, or proprietary information. Clarifying data custody responsibilities. While your organization may own the data, the supplier may have custody of the data, meaning they are responsible for handling, storing, and processing the information. Custody comes with significant responsibilities, such as maintaining security controls, preventing unauthorized access, and ensuring data integrity. ISO 27036 advises organizations to clearly outline these custody responsibilities in agreements with suppliers. This includes specifying how the data must be stored, who has access, and the security measures the supplier must take to protect it. It's also important to clarify the chain of custody, especially if the data passes through the multiple service providers or locations. Contractual clarity and legal considerations. When clarifying data ownership and custody, it's critical to ensure that these terms are explicitly stated in the contractual agreements. ISO 27036 emphasizes that organizations should work closely with legal teams to draft contracts that leave no room for ambiguity. Contracts should include who owns the data, how the data will be managed and protected, what rights and responsibilities the supplier has concerning data custody, the consequences of breaching these terms. Clearly defining ownership and custody protects your organization from legal disputes and ensures that the supplier understands their obligations. Protecting data during and after the relationship. It's also important to consider what happens to the data during and after the supplier relationship. ISO 27036 suggests setting rules for how data will be handled throughout the relationship and, importantly, at the end of it. This means clarifying whether the data will be returned, deleted, or securely achieved when the contract ends. By establishing clear protocols for data disposition, you can ensure that your data remains protected even after the supplier services are no longer needed. ISO 27036 advises conducting regular reviews and audits to verify that data ownership and custody terms are being respected throughout the relationship. If there is a security breach or data incident, who is accountable? ISO 27036 highlights the importance of having a well-defined incident management process that aligns with data ownership and custody responsibilities. Your organization as the data owner needs to ensure that the supplier has robust incident response protocols in place. Ensure that the supplier knows how to report incidents, who to notify, and the specific steps to mitigate any harm. This clarity is essential to maintaining control over your data in breach. Ensuring compliance with data protection laws. Data ownership and custody must also comply with relevant data protection regulations such as GDPR, CCPA, or industry-specific laws. ISO 27036 emphasizes that suppliers handling sensitive information must align with these regulations, and the contractual agreements should reflect compliance obligations. Failure to clarify these aspects could lead to legal liabilities for your organization, especially in the event of a data breach or regulatory non-compliance. In conclusion, clarified data ownership and custody with supplier is a vital aspect of managing secure relationships in today's digital landscape. ISO 27036 provides a structured approach to ensure that your organization retains control over its data while suppliers handle their custody responsibilities with the required security standards. By defining ownership and custody in your contracts, establishing security protocols, and ensuring compliance with legal requirements, you can protect your data from unauthorized access, misuse, and other potential risks. Remember, when it comes to data, clarity is key. Keep your ownership and custody responsibilities aligned with ISO 27036. And if you have any question related to this ISO, kindly ask. And if you have found value in our videos, please do subscribe to our channel and share it with your professional colleagues. Thank you.